and then upload it on so that you and all your friends can see your beautiful performances in a safe environment on YouTube, and then give you all those claps and likes, and tell you how much they liked your stories. I have a few guests I can see are slowly coming in. I see Kalpana. I know Kalpana, you're not a guest. You're your family now. I'm just going to add you to the spotlight anyway. And welcome. If maybe you could tell us an incident in your life when you had to deal with a challenging situation when a bunch of eyes were on you. Maybe you had to make a speech in public and you're not ready for it, or you're in a coffee shop and somebody is challenging you to order quickly and you're not able to order quickly. Do you have any such moments? You're on mute. Kalpana, you're on mute if you're saying something.
I think the question was directed towards me, right? You asked me the question, right?
Yes, please do tell us.
Okay. All right. So yes, I have had those moments. Okay, let me put it. I once was asked to, anchor a show. It was at a company, and my husband was working for the company, and he told me I was told to anchor the show, and I always a champion of wanting to be on the stage, with the center light on me, decided to take it up. I wasn't ready for the nervousness that was going to hit me in my guts. And every time I tried to rehearse at home the anchoring lines and the in between while I hand over or take care of the smooth flow of the show, I realized that my legs automatically had a life of its own and were like literally shivering. And I would like to tell you how I overcame that. Well, it was my first show, so I couldn't overcome the shaking of my leg. But I wore a sari so that if the fan is on, they will think it is the air that is, letting the sari, move with that moment, and it's not my shaking legs, that is the cause of it. And yes, so I kept the shake on and allowed my vocals to also speak simultaneously.
Very nice. So you were strategic about the entire thing. Like, I'm not going to
Yes.
wear something which reveals my shaking legs. I'm going to wear something a little loose and a little drapey. That's good. Nice. For that
Yes.
story. Welcome. Manoj, are you able to turn on your video if possible? Yeah, there you are. And what we were discussing, I don't know if you heard my spiel before the meeting started. What we were discussing is this incident in a movie called English, where this character Devi goes to a coffee shop and she's put under pressure because she has to respond to somebody in English and she's not comfortable with English. Have you had moments like that when you had not English per se, but have you had moments where you had to do something with the entire spotlight, everybody's attention on you?
Yes, there are few moments, but before that, I would like to tell you, I always used to avoid going to either happy situations, marriages, and as well as funerals. I never knew how to react, what to say. I used to feel very, very uncomfortable in those situations. And yes, in a gathering of our friends, they suddenly hooked on to me that you will be the master of ceremony. I didn't know what to speak, but I did manage. Somehow I did manage that. But nowadays, if somebody asks me, whatever situation it might be, I'll be ready to face that.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
let me ask you this. Now that you said you don't like funerals, not you like weddings. I have two questions. One, that cuts down on basically 50% of things that you can attend. So you're basically down to birthdays and maybe, graduation ceremonies, something like that. That's it. Okay, that's one. So what social events do you attend apart from weddings and I guess funerals? Then the second question is, now that you become part of Toastmasters, are you more comfortable in making small talk or knowing how to react, even if you feel uncomfortable reacting in a certain way to a certain situation? Are you able to do that better now?
Yes, of course. Now, anytime any persons call me for, like a few weeks back, I took a lecture for the school kids from class 9 to 10th and 11th. I spoke to them. Before that, I've been interacting with people. So I'm quite comfortable. I know what to speak and how that need to be communicated for different age groups also. What kind of vocabulary, what kind of sentences I need to use, what level I should come down or go up. So that I'm comfortable nowadays to interact with people.
So you no longer, I mean, so you have a process in place. So you know how to read the audience. All those things have happened. Very nice. And I'm sure all the new people who joined Toastmasters, like Bhuvi and Cynthia, I guess Mahesh, he's been here with us for a few months now. But I guess all those can take confidence and take heart from this comment that you just made, that responding and reacting and knowing what the audience wants to hear or how they want to hear what they want to hear, that's important. And that Toastmasters is teaching all of us that. So that's great. We have everybody else over here is a member of our club. So I'm not going to put them on the spotlight because they will have the spotlight thrust on them by the table topics master. Who is the person I'm going to call up next? A woman.
We also have Mitesh, who's a guest.
Mitesh is also family. Mitesh, are you able to turn on your video? If Mitesh is able to turn on his video, there he is.
Yes, I'm well, thank you.
Can I put you on spotlight and have a small conversation with you? Or not
Yes,
interested?
please.
All right, let's do that.
Yes.
All right. So any situations when you had to deal with somebody expecting something from you when you're not prepared?
So expecting something in a coffee shop, is it?
Not necessarily a coffee shop. It could be at a bookstore. It could be in school. It could be in college. It could be at work. It could be in daily life. Like your cousin suddenly comes and says, hey, listen, Mitesh, I need 25,000 rupees from you. And you're like, oh man, I don't want to deal with that right now. Any situation like that? Have you had such situations?
Yeah, I have had situations where people are asking money from me, but I have learned my lessons. Uh, once I had lended someone $500 in New Zealand that came back after 2 years. So I actually learned a lesson there, not to really, until you really completely trust the person, never lend a loan,
So
never loan money.
I keep hearing there are these famous phrases like, never borrow, never lend, and that's the way to keep a friend or things like that. But there's a rule of thumb which I've been exposed to, and I think it's a really good rule of thumb, that never lend an amount that you'd be uncomfortable losing. And it's more important in some cases to keep the friendship than to chase after that little, say, I'm not saying $500 is small. I'm not saying I'm not in a position to speak for you, whether $500 is a big amount or a small amount for you. But in any case, if the priority is the friendship, then only lend as much as you're comfortable losing without having to break up the friendship or having to challenge the friend and say, listen, you owe me some money. If for example, in my case, $500 is too much. I'm not going to give somebody $500 and be happy losing it. So maybe $50, maybe $100 in a pinch is something I'd be okay. The person doesn't give it back. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, life goes on. That person is still important to me. But anything above that, I'm going to no thanks. I'm not giving you anything above $100. So I think that's a good rule of thumb to follow.
Yes. So before COVID, someone asked me for 40,000 rupees, but I denied straight away because I don't think he could have given me, and then the COVID hit. So,
Right. Yeah, of course. You never know. Good. Welcome, everyone, all our guests, everybody else who's in the meeting. This segues beautifully into the Table Topics Marathon that's coming up next, being helmed by this lady in what I want to say is she's copied my color. People do notice that she's copied my color. It so happens that we live in the same house and we decided to wear the same colors today, but I'm just going to claim that she copied my color. This woman on screen in front of you is the Table Topics Master for the evening. She's also the Vice President of Education of BKC Fireflies and a researcher, a person who plays with numbers as if they are Rohit Sharma's cricket bat with which he hits sixes. So this woman is Sandhya Krishan, who's the Table Topics Master for the evening, and the rest of the meeting is in her control. Over to you, Sandhya.
Thank you, Presiding Officer, Toastmaster Sai. Very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to the Table Topics Marathon of BKC Fireflies. Now, I'm sure that all of you here know what table topics are because none of you are new to Toastmasters. So I'm not going to describe what table topics are. What I am going to tell you is we're going to have a table topics marathon tonight with a twist, a small twist. Now, before I tell you what that twist is, I want two of BKC Fireflies members. Okay, this is only for members of BKC Fireflies to volunteer. I will tell you later what it is that you're volunteering for, but I want two people to raise their hands and tell me that they are volunteering. It's not something very difficult. Come on,
I
two of
volunteer,
you.
Bhuvi. I
Not
volunteer.
the timer, not the timer. No, Cyril slash Avinash, no. Sorry, because you're playing another role. Okay, I see Cynthia volunteering. Great.
I
Who
volunteer.
else?
I volunteer.
Presiding officer volunteers.
Bhuvi.
You know, you cannot nominate somebody.
I
Come
I
on.
volunteer. I
Who's
volunteer.
that? Bhuvi? Is that Bhuvi?
Yes, it was Bhuvi.
I see Cynthia's hand raised. Who was the one
I'll
speaking?
also. It's me,
Okay,
Bhuvi.
Bhuvi. Great.
I'll
All right.
volunteer as well. Yeah.
Cyril is not a role player. Sorry. So who is Cyril slash Avinash? Is it Cyril or Avinash, or is it both? It's both. Okay. Oh, I actually see three people there. There's also a junior
It's 2.5
Toastmaster there.
men. It's two and a
Two and
half men. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So it should be Cyril plus Avinash, not slash. All right. Anyways, so we do have two volunteers, that is Cynthia and Bhuvi. Now, Cynthia and Bhuvi, I have a task for the two of you. So the twist that I said that we're going to have tonight is we are going to play Table Topics Marathon today. So we're going to divide all the Table Topics speakers into two teams. And it will be team, so the two teams are going to compete with each other. And Cynthia and Bhuvi are the captains of those two teams. So Cynthia and Bhuvi, as captains, your first job is to choose your team members. Okay. So your first job is to choose your team members. Now, how do you choose? What I want you to do is on the chat, I want you to list out and who can you choose from? You cannot choose Toastmaster Mahesh, unfortunately, because he is the timer. You cannot choose Distinguished Toastmaster Avinash because he is the evaluator. Wait, hold on, Cynthia, hold on. You you can choose. So other than Distinguished Toastmaster Avinash and Mahesh, you can choose people, you can choose the rest of them. Now, the way I want you to choose your team members is by listing them in the order of preference, and please send it to me on personal chat. Okay, in the order of preference. Now, how many can you choose? Let me see how many members we have. We have 12. Out of them, 1, 2, 3, 4 are out, 5, 6 are out. So you have 6 people left. So you can choose 3 people in your team. Okay, so I want you to list the order 1, 2, and 3. Okay, I have got Cynthia's order, Bhuvi, waiting for you.
Okay. One second.
Cynthia, you can also give the rest of the 3 members in case there is a clash between your list and Bhuvi's list. Also in the order of preference. You've given me 3 names, you can give me 3 more. Not these 3, the other 3 in your order of preference. Bhuvi, same with you. Give me 6 names in the order of preference. 3 of them will be your team members. Okay. 2 more, Bhuvi. You
Okay.
can choose the guests. You can choose among the guests also. Include everyone, like I said, other than Toastmaster Mahesh, myself, and Distinguished Toastmaster Avinash. Because it's table topics, everyone is welcome to participate. Okay. Cynthia, I'm waiting for 2 more names from you. You've given me 4 so far. Okay, all right. Okay, so I have the list of preference from both the team captains. Now the team is going to be like this. In Cynthia's team, now because Cynthia was the first one to give the names, she gets an advantage there. So I'm going to take her preference first. So in Cynthia's team, we will have Toastmaster Cyril, Toastmaster Rashmi, and Toastmaster Manoj.
But you said Toastmaster Cyril won't be a role player. I mean, be part of any team.
Avinash is a role player, not Cyril. Cyril is not a role player.
Or
Yeah. So Toastmaster Cyril, Toastmaster Rashmi, and Toastmaster Manoj are in Cynthia's team. Okay. Bhuvi, Toastmaster Sai, Toastmaster Suniva, Toastmaster Kalpana are in your team. Okay, we also have, oh, why do we have 3 and 4 then? We also have Toastmaster Mitesh. Okay, so what we do is Toastmaster Mitesh, you are part of Toastmaster Bhuvi's team, and Toastmaster Cynthia, you can have one player who goes twice from your team because we don't have equal number of players in both teams. Yes, is that clear? All right.
Can you please repeat? Yeah,
Yes.
clear.
So Toastmaster Cynthia's team, we have Toastmaster Cyril, Toastmaster Rashmi, and Toastmaster Manoj. All right. Toastmaster Bhuvi's team, we have Toastmaster Sai, Toastmaster Suniva, Toastmaster Kalpana, and Toastmaster Mitesh.
Okay. Okay.
The team members are clear. And like I said, Toastmaster Cynthia, because you have one member less in your team, you can have one member going twice to participate in the contest.
So
It's
do
not
I
really a
choose that,
contest.
or should I do that, or the person decides that he wants to do it twice, or he or she?
You can decide mutually
Okay,
with your
sure,
team. You are the captain, you make the choice.
sure.
Okay. All right. Now, as the captains, what's your job? Now, the reason I said that this is a table topics marathon with a twist is because we are now going to have themes. So we're going to play different rounds of table topics, right? And we're going to have different themes. So we will have one member from each team participating in that theme. Now, what are these themes? There are 3 types of themes here. The first theme is a quote. So you will be given a quote on which you will have to speak for the usual time, which is 1 to 2 minutes. The second type of theme is for or against. So you will be given a topic. The opposite team will decide whether the speaker will be speaking for the topic or against the topic. All right. I will explain this further as we get to that theme. And the third theme is abstract. So you could be given anything abstract on which you have to speak. For example, laptop, right? So I just say laptop and you need to speak for 1 to 2 minutes on that topic. All right, so these are the 3 different themes. Now what I shall do is I shall announce the theme, okay? The captains of the 2 teams will decide which player from that team will play for that specific theme. All right, you will not be given the topic beforehand. You will be only given the theme. Based on the theme, you may decide which person from your team will go forward to play. Please make sure that every person from your team gets at least one chance to play, right? So you cannot send the same person twice, unless in the case of Cynthia, right? Because she has one member less. So in Bhuvi's team, please ensure, and both the captains should also come and play. All right, so each team member, including the captain, will have to come and participate in the table topic. Based on the theme, the captains can decide whom they want to send. Now, what we shall do now is the captain and the team members can now be put in a breakout room. So I will request the Zoom master to kindly create breakout rooms where the captains and the team members can be. I will give you 5 minutes to decide amongst yourselves how you want to play. So members might have their preference on what type of theme they are most comfortable with.
One ice cream bag.
1 second. So Bhuvi, I'll come to you in a minute. And based on that discussion, you can come back in the main room, and then the captains can send each team member. Yes, Bhuvi.
Mama.
1 second.
How many
Mama.
rounds will there be? Because you said that there are 3 rounds, right? Court, for and against, and abstract.
Yes.
So will there be multiple rounds?
Mama,
There will be multiple rounds. Yes.
Okay.
ice cream.
And do we have a number? Will you be sharing the number of rounds?
No, I will not.
Or you will not? It's going to be a surprise. Okay. All right.
Basically 3 types of themes. So you can decide amongst your team members which person is the most comfortable participating in which theme. All right. Is that clear to everyone? Zoom master, can you create the breakout room and 2 breakout rooms where you put the captain along with their respective team members?
Yes, sir.
Call is on. Tarun, 1 second.
I've created the room. I'm putting Kalpana, Cyril, and Manoj in Cynthia's room along with Cynthia herself.
No, wasn't it Sai, Suniva, Kalpana, and Mitesh in my room? My
Sai,
team.
Kalpana, and Mitesh. Oh, Kalpana is in
Kalpana, Mitesh, Suniva, and you are in my team, no?
Mitesh. I moved Mitesh to your room. I moved you. I moved Mitesh.
Suniva and you.
But the problem is I can't go into the room, because if I go into the room, then nobody can come out. So I have to stay in this room.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, wait. So wait, Manoj is in whose room?
Manoj, Cyril,
I'm in
myself,
Cynthia's
Cynthia,
room.
we are in the same room.
Acha, wait.
Yeah.
So Manoj, okay, Rashmi
Isn't
also.
Kalpana in my room? I think maybe Rashmi, can you, Sandhya, can you please just share who the people are once again?
Yeah, just repeat the names. So in Cynthia's room, I'm going to put Cyril, then Manoj, Rashmi, and Cynthia herself. That's what I think needs to happen. The only confusion is with Kalpana.
I think I'm in Bhuvi's.
Okay, in that case, let me this assignment, let's keep it like that. And,
Is in Bhuvi's team.
Yeah.
all right, and Kalpana, assign Kalpana to Bhuvi's team. Okay.
Yes, that's correct. Kalpana is in Bhuvi's team.
Right. So the assignments have happened. So in Bhuvi's team, there is Bhuvi herself, then Kalpana, Suniva, and Mitesh. And I'll be going to that room as well. But I don't think I can go because I'm the Zoom master. And Cynthia's room has Cyril, Manoj, Rashmi, and Cynthia. Please let me open the room so you can all join that room. Suniva has moved into that room. Manoj. Okay, I think all the assignments everything's happened. All that stuff's good.
You will have to also move yourself. Will you be able to move yourself to the breakout room?
I don't think I can. Maybe I can. So listen, let me also make you a co-host, Sandhya. And then if anything happens, you can bring us back.
Sure.
make co-host, right? I'm going to make you the co-host. Are you able to see breakout rooms now? Let's confirm that.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to join show chat, not chat previous. Breakout rooms. All right, so let me join movies breakout.
Toastmaster Mahesh, can you tell us when 5 minutes are up? So then we can get the participants back to the room. Or maybe 3 minutes. I think 3 minutes are okay. We're already running a little behind time.
Everybody is here?
They are all in the breakout room. Once 3 minutes are done, we will bring them back to the main room.
Okay, okay. Then only I will just inform regarding the rules, right? Once they are back.
Yeah. Once they are back, yes. I'll ask you to read the timing guidelines.
Okay, fine.
Three minutes are not up yet.
We're back.
Okay, great. One team is back. Toastmaster Mahesh, 3 minutes are done.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get the other.
I have one question, Toastmaster Sandhya.
Yes.
Am I supposed to call out the names, or whatever we decided in the breakout room is what will sequentially happen the moment you bring out the topic?
Sorry, come again.
My question was, when you say the topic, in the breakout room we decided who's going to do what. Does that person come on board directly, or do I have to announce as a leader
You
that this
will
person
have
is
to
going
tell
come?
us. You'll have to tell
Okay.
us, because I will tell you the theme. Based on the theme, you can tell us who from your team will participate.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right, I see a few members here. Okay. Okay, the two captains are here. And captains, all your members are in the main room. Can you please let me
I'll
know
just
if
check.
all your team members are in the main room? I think yes, everyone's in the main room. We have 12. All right. Okay, let's begin. Before we begin, I would call upon the timer, Toastmaster Mahesh, to read out the timing guidelines for table topics. And also tell us how will you be displaying the timer cards?
Yeah, thank you very much, Toastmaster Sandhya. A very good evening to all the Toastmasters. I am playing the role of a timer, and I will be timing your all the speeches. So the few guidelines regarding the timers. So the total time allotted is 1 to 2 minutes. So for qualification, minimum 1 minute speech is required. And at the end of 1 minute, a green light will flash. And at the end of 1.5 minute, yellow light will flash. And at the end of 2 minutes, red light will flash up. And there is a grace period of 0.5 minutes. So at the end of 2.5 minutes, so there is a grace period of 0.5 minutes. And if it crosses 2.5 minutes, then it's a disqualification from the speech round. So those are the general guidelines. Over to you, Toastmaster Sandhya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahesh. And I believe you will be sharing your screen to display the timer cards.
Yeah, once the speech starts, I'll be displaying that.
Okay, thank you. All right, captains and team members ready? The first theme is a quote. The first theme is a quote. Let's start with Toastmaster Bhuvi's team. Toastmaster Bhuvi, whom will you send from your team?
I would like to nominate Kalpana from my team.
All right, and Toastmaster Cynthia, who will be there from your team?
I would like to nominate Toastmaster Manoj.
Toastmaster Manoj. Okay, it's Toastmaster Kalpana versus Toastmaster Manoj. All right, let's go with Toastmaster Kalpana first. Timer, can you please start sharing your screen? And Toastmaster Kalpana, please confirm if you can see the timer screen.
Somebody needs to enable, it is showing disabled screen sharing.
It's enabled now.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes.
Hope it is visible.
It is visible. There'll be no colors, right? You will be having the stopwatch on. Am I correct?
Yeah,
Mahesh?
this screen will be shared, so there are no colors.
Okay,
Once
got
at the end of 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, and 2 minutes, different colors will flash. Green,
Okay.
followed by yellow, followed by red.
Okay, got it.
Okay, Toastmaster Kalpana. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself, Toastmaster Kalpana.
Fear. It's a gut-wrenching feeling that takes us away from any and every kind of success that we can ever dream or think of. I don't think there's anybody who has been that fearless. If I recall correct, a boxer called Muhammad had told, when asked by a reporter, "Why do you go into the boxing ring? Aren't you afraid?" He said, "Yes, of course. And that is why I hit back with double the force." Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I do. You know what I'm afraid of? Darkness? Am I afraid of ghosts? Mhm. Strangely enough, I have a fetish where I'm actually terrified of traveling post 7 o'clock. I have no idea what happens to me. I ooze buckets of sweat. And that fear actually took away a lot of nightlife joys from my life. How did I overcome that? Well, one step at a time, one step at a time. You know what I did? I analyzed my fear and I realized it is nothing but a veil that is preventing me from blooming. So I began to follow the technology. Yes, the Uber technology. I have a GPS. Nobody's going to kidnap me. I'm not at an age where someone needs to kidnap me. I'm not at an age where I'll be lost or at sea or will be left on a road. Was it tedious? Of course it was. Was it scary? Of course it was. Where did I find the solace, guys? I found it in technology. And I always told myself if I carry a flashlight around of technology where I'm connected with everyone, telling everyone where I am, I'm going to be absolutely fine. Master the fear, Toastmasters. Over to you, contest chair.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Kalpana, for that lovely table topic speech. I missed mentioning one thing. The other twist, not really a twist, but another layer that we have to the table topics marathon tonight is that each table topic speech is being evaluated, and it's being evaluated by none other than our distinguished Toastmaster Avinash. So at the end of the table topic speeches, all the speeches will be evaluated by our experienced distinguished Toastmaster Avinash. So please be ready to also receive evaluations on your table topic speeches. Of course, it is for us to improve ourselves. And I'm guessing that distinguished Toastmaster Avinash is ready and listening to speeches. Sorry, I missed asking you before we started. Toastmaster Cynthia, you've raised your hand.
Yes, Toastmaster Sandhya, I forgot to ask you a question. On what basis will the team be evaluated? What are the
Great
parameters
question.
of the team being evaluation?
We will come back to that at the end of the speeches, but please keep one thing in mind. If a speaker goes overboard or gets disqualified on the basis of time, then that speaker's points will not be counted. Okay,
I
please.
just wanted to, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I wanted to ask you one thing. My counterpart, Toastmaster Manoj, was in the room while I spoke. I mean, is that done? Is that allowed?
Because he's going to get a different topic.
Oh,
So
okay,
it's
that
fine.
is it. Okay, got it. I thought it
You
was
have the same
topic.
theme, but a different topic.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much for that. Thank you.
All right, Toastmaster Manoj, are you ready to
Yes.
roll? Okay. Can you confirm if you can see the timer screen?
Yes, I can see him.
All right.
I can see the timer screen too.
Okay. Toastmaster Manoj, well done is better than well said. Well done is better than well said, Toastmaster Manoj.
Good evening, Toastmasters. I think that's what we believe in. That's why you are Toastmasters. People say a lot of things. We read a lot of things. But does all those theories make us what we are? No. What happens is we need to do it because we are a work in making. And that experience that you gain when you do something on ground remains with us lifelong. With a degree, you cannot earn your bread, but a skillful person is never afraid to face the battles of life. And since my childhood, this is what my father has taught me. I remember as a child, he used to take me out, me and my siblings, to go for a run in the morning. And that remained with me. when I had to face different kind of test to get into armed forces. Physically, I was very, very fit. I could compete and be one among the best. So those skills take you miles ahead, not the knowledge. People say a lot of things. Every time you can find a cacophony all around you. There are a lot of knowledge, lot of informations. There's information boom with the internet boom. But those people excel, those who translate that information into knowledge and maybe take a step forward, translate it to be a part of their life and make it wisdom. And that I remember a wonderful quote by T.S. Eliot, the Nobel laureate. Where is the wisdom we have lost in knowledge? Where is the knowledge we have lost in information? And that wisdom we get when you translate the sayings into our life. So let's do that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Manoj, for that wonderful speech. The next theme for the night is for or against. Okay, the next theme is for or against. Now we have two things for the captains to do. One is you will have to tell us the team members that will come forward from your team. The second thing you will have to do is you will have to choose for your opponent team, what will they speak? That is, will they speak for the topic or against it? Now you have to make this choice before I announce the topic, not after. Okay. So now let's go with Cynthia's team first. Cynthia, who will be coming forward from your team?
Toastmaster Cyril will take it on.
Toastmaster Cyril, all right. And Toastmaster Bhuvi, should Toastmaster Cyril be speaking for or against the topic?
Toastmaster Cyril should be speaking for, should be speaking against the topic.
Should be speaking against the topic. All right. Toastmaster Cyril, can we see you? Yes, we have both Cyril and Junior Cyril there. Cyril, can you tell us if you can see the timer screen?
I can see the timer screen, but Junior Cyril's the louder one in the room.
Okay, are you ready or do you want to hand him over to someone else?
No, I'll go for it. I'll outscream.
Okay, all right. And please keep in mind, as Toastmaster Bhuvi said, you have to speak for the topic. Okay.
Against.
And
Against.
Against? Okay, sorry. You have to speak against the topic. Your topic is fruits count as dessert. Fruits count as dessert. Toastmaster Cyril.
Fruits count as dessert the day pigs fly. I tell you, there is nothing called a veg biryani. A biryani is always has got to be non-veg biryani. If you want to count, dessert is supposed to be sinful. Let's be serious. It's supposed to be sinful. It's supposed to round off a meal with a. It's got to round off a meal with that sinful additional delight. Therefore, I don't think so. Having a fruit, if you want to have a fruit, have a salad. And I say this with due respect to all the health conscious people. Go for it. Don't make a dessert. Don't have a meal. Just your entire meal should be fruits and vegetables and everything. Just take your health conscious to the next level. When it comes to dessert, guys, it's got to be that thing that really tickles your taste palate. All right, you had all the spicy stuff, you had all the tangy stuff. Now that dash of sweetness that comes. And I tell you, before you have dessert, you need to cleanse your palate with a glass of water. All right. Tell me if you can get this effect with fruit. You don't need to tell me, I'll tell you, you can't. All right. You start your meal with fruit. I agree. You can have fruit included in your biryanis and your pulavs and whatever. I agree. Don't ever do this cardinal sin of mixing dessert in your fruit. Sorry, you're having your fruit as a dessert. And for me and for several other people who are very, very passionate about dessert, we don't even consider fruit salad as dessert. And if you like your dessert as much as I do, you will agree. And if you don't agree, we're not friends. Yeah, back to you. Bon appetit. If you have dessert, go for it. Take an extra plate. And remember to run the next day just to kind of, knock off those extra calories. Eat well, run well, because you get only one life. Live it up, king size or queen size. Back to you.
Thank
By
you
the way,
very
he was
much,
crying because he
Toastmaster
agrees.
Cyril.
He agrees. He was crying because he agrees. He didn't like the topic. Now he's silent. See that? Back to you.
All right, Toastmaster Cyril, thank you for that speech. Let's every time now I eat fruit, I'm going to think about your speech definitely. Now let's come to the team of the captain of the other team, Toastmaster Bhuvi. Who will be participating from your team?
It will be Sai.
Okay, Toastmaster Sai and Toastmaster Cynthia. Should Sai be speaking for or against the topic?
He will speak against.
He will speak against the topic. All right. Toastmaster Sai, tell us, please let me know if you can see the timer screen.
Yes, I can.
Okay. Toastmaster Sai, the internet is making us stupid. The internet is making us stupid, Toastmaster Sai.
Water, water everywhere, and not a drop to drink. Now, that is a quote which came to mind when I heard this question from you, Toastmaster Sandhya, that the internet is making us stupid. What is making us stupid is our inability to drink from this fire hose of knowledge, this fire hose of information, this fire hose of help that's available out in the outside world that we can reach out to and take. Let's take a simple example. We have a toddler at home. That toddler loves to watch YouTube videos every once in a while. And he spends about an hour every day watching YouTube videos. Did you know that he figured out a bunch of things just from watching Peppa Pig? For example, he figured out that pizza can be had with fruit on it. He learned so many things at the age of 3 just from watching the stuff on the internet and not even learning about it in school. And that is not making him stupid. It's making him smarter. It's making him more aware of the world. Things that he'd never covered in school, or he'd maybe covered in school much later, are coming to him at the tip of his fingers just from looking up stuff on the internet. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And anything that gives us knowledge, any information that's coming to us, it's on us to be able to curtail its flow, to manage it to the extent that it actually helps us and doesn't drown us in all that information coming to us. Let's take an example. During the COVID pandemic, there was all this information about injecting bleach under your skin or eating ivermectin and all those drugs which didn't actually do anything for you during COVID. That was misinformation that was coming to you. That was making you stupid, risking your life and causing death. But on the other hand, there's equally accurate information being pushed out by subject matter experts, which saved countless lives. And the information that was available to us helped us understand the COVID situation, how to keep ourselves safe, how to keep our families safe. Those things didn't make us stupid. They made us think better, work smarter, and live longer. And that is the boon of the internet. All the information on the palm of your hands in a device that is more powerful than the devices that put man on the moon. And that's making us smarter, not stupider. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sai. Of course, we need to use the internet to our advantage, and that's the key point from your speech. Thank you for that. The next theme, and now we will have the team member participating from Toastmaster Cynthia's team. And the topic, I see Toastmaster Rashmi already ready. Okay. The theme is abstract. Okay, Toastmaster Cynthia, who will be the person from your team participating?
Yes, Toastmaster Rashmi.
Okay, who is already ready? Toastmaster Rashmi, tell us if you can see the timer screen.
Yes, Toastmaster Sandhya.
Okay, great. Toastmaster Rashmi, cold coffee. Cold coffee, Toastmaster Rashmi.
Toastmaster Rashmi.
You are on mute, Rashmi.
I am not able to unmute myself.
Yes, you are unmuted.
Oh. Yeah, sorry. Can you please repeat the topic? I missed that.
Toastmaster Rashmi, cold coffee, Toastmaster Rashmi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sandhya. Cold coffee. So, is there anyone who does not know what cold coffee is? Or is there anyone who can really doubt, whether the coffee on the existence of cold coffee? I doubt. We all love cold coffee, and there is no right time to have cold coffee. I believe you can have cold coffee during summers or during winters. If the weather is especially hot, then the cold coffee would do wonders and wonders and bring you that sigh of relief. And if the weather is cold, if it's winters, which actually does not happen in Bombay, but yeah, if it is true winters, then even then you can always enjoy a glass of cold coffee. So, and have you ever seen, the different kind of variants which are available in cold coffee these days? Have you tried cold coffee float, which comes with a dollops of vanilla ice cream? So that is something which was my favorite while growing up, unless I learned the sin which these kind of desserts carry with them. And like Cyril said, while we should enjoy desserts, but we also need to burn it out next day. So that is what cold coffee is all about. It is something which we all love. It is something which we all cannot live without, but it is something which we all would want to be there. So yeah, thank you. Over to you, Toastmasters and Sandhya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi. A lot of healthy tips coming up tonight. All right, our next team is Toastmaster Bhuvi's team. Toastmaster Bhuvi, who is, I feel it's you who is
No,
going to participate next. No, okay. Who is
I'm
going
going
to come up from your team?
I'm going to nominate Suniva.
All right, Toastmaster Suniva, are you ready? Can you see the timer screen?
Yes, I can.
All right. Toastmaster Suniva, butterfly. Butterfly, Toastmaster Suniva.
Well, good evening, dear Toastmasters. Butterflies, they are like the colorful creatures which bloom, which are found everywhere in the garden, especially in this beautiful season of spring. They are like a beautiful, colorful uh, painting which is drawn in the garden with flowers everywhere, and they help in pollinating. They hop around in each and every flower which blooms, and they take the pollens from one flower to another, helping in pollination and spreading more and more flowers everywhere. Butterflies, as a small child, I used to be a naughty one. I used to go and catch one, and I would tie their tails and I would keep them with me. But my mom said, "No, dear, this beautiful creature has to be let free and roam around, and you have to appreciate the beauty of it." So, this the small creature which brightens up the day, brightens up the whole garden, even everywhere. It is a God's creation which spreads joy everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Suniva. Indeed, butterflies are a joy, a sight to behold. All right, we move to our next round now. And I'm going to again ask Toastmaster Bhuvi again to send a person from her team. Welcome, Toastmaster Aditya. I see that you have raised your hand.
Hi, Toastmasters Sandhya. Hi.
Yes, Toastmaster Aditya.
No,
Did you have a question?
no. I didn't have a question. It was by mistake. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Sandhya, can I raise a point of order?
Sorry?
Can I raise a point of order?
Sure.
Since Aditya is a new entrant, he can be assigned to Cynthia's team to even balance out the teams.
We could do that, but I would ask Cynthia if she is okay with that. Toastmaster
Yes, I'm
Cynthia?
absolutely fine. We'll only have to explain everything to him. What we're
All
doing.
right. Can you do that in the background, Toastmaster Cynthia? You can explain Toastmaster Aditya what's happening.
Yes.
You
Okay.
can send a private chat to me, Toastmaster Cynthia.
Yes, I'm
Or
doing
you can
that.
explain whatever works. Yeah.
All right. So in the meantime, while Toastmaster Cynthia is updating Toastmaster Aditya about what's happening, let's go to Bhuvi. Bhuvi, our theme coming up next is abstract again. Whom would you send from your team? You are on mute, Bhuvi.
I would like to nominate Mitesh.
Okay, Toastmaster Mitesh, can you tell us if you can see the timer screen?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Mitesh, Santa Claus. Santa Claus, Toastmaster Mitesh.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. Santa Claus. We have heard heaps of stories about Santa Claus, right from childhood. And so have I. I'm born and I'm uh I have right from childhood I went to convent school. So being among Christianity and Christians was very popular for me. And we always because being a convent school, they always celebrate um Christmas. So I have been briefed and I have been told stories several times about Santa Claus, but I don't remember anything because I had a condition uh, of epilepsy. So when I was growing up, I had suffered epilepsy for 10-15 years. So my grasping power was very slow and there was clear lack of focus because I was on medication for 15 years. So Santa Claus being so popular around Christmas time, but I still don't know until date and haven't managed to find out or to taken my efforts to read about a story of Santa Claus. Over to you, topic master.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Mitesh, for that great attempt. Now, Toastmaster Cynthia. May
Yes,
I
we'll
ask
have a
you?
new entrant, Toastmaster Aditya.
Oh, already. He just came in and he's going to jump in to
He
participate. Great.
rocks.
Toastmaster Aditya, can you confirm if you can see the timer screen?
Yes, I can see the timer screen.
Okay. Toastmaster Aditya, popcorn. Popcorn, Toastmaster Aditya.
Popcorn and movies go hand in hand. Have you ever had the perfect movie night when you book your tickets in advance for your favorite thriller or rom-com? Reach on time. Don't miss the trailers and then get ready for the movie while you have a huge bucket of popcorn arriving. And you munch on the popcorn and relish the entire movie. The popcorn is good and the movie is also good. I call it the perfect experience. And you know what else is a perfect experience? Having a popcorn when there is a fight happening. Yes, whenever there is a pointless fight happening at home, in school, or in office, I don't go in the middle, give a penny for thought, or have anything to contribute. I grab a huge bucket of popcorn, munch on it, and watch the chaos till it finishes by itself. I think we should all, at some point in life, learn to munch the popcorn rather than indulging and getting into mess. I hope you all have your cup of popcorn very soon. Over to your topics, Master.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Aditya, for that great attempt on popcorn and movies. Our this is going to be our final round, and yes, it has to be the captains participating. So let me call upon Toastmaster Bhuvi now. The theme, Toastmaster Bhuvi, is for or against. All right. So Toastmaster Cynthia, you have to tell me if you want Toastmaster Bhuvi to speak for or against the topic.
For
For the topic. All right. Toastmaster Bhuvi, can you see the timer screen?
Yes.
Okay. Toastmaster Bhuvi, Monday is the best day of the week. Monday is the best day of the week, Toastmaster Bhuvi.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. The topic of the day is Monday is the best day of the week. And I must say that I wholeheartedly agree with this. So I would like to tell you a little bit about myself. I belong to one of those people who actually loves what she does. And secondly, I also am a Sagittarian, and Sagittarians always basically need something to do. So I love what I do, and I always need something to do. And I strongly believe that an empty mind is a devil's workshop. And for these three reasons, for me, Monday is the best day of the week because I've probably chilled a little bit, done some random things over the weekend. And when I am sleeping on a Sunday, the only thing that is driving me is that I will get to be productive and add value to the world around me. On which day? That is Monday. And of course, I know that mine is the relatively unpopular opinion. And I must confess that when people excitedly in office on Mondays ask me, oh gosh, what did you do on your weekend? I am afraid I mostly say that, well, I was actually waiting for Monday so that I could get back to work. So, yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhuvi. You should later tell us how much you actually agree with what you said. But it was a great attempt, especially if you do not agree that Monday is the best day of the week, because you completely convinced us that it is. All right. Toastmaster Cynthia, are you ready to rock and roll?
yes, I am.
Can you see the timer screen?
Yes, I can.
All right. Toastmaster Bhuvi, please tell us, should Cynthia speak for or against the topic?
Against.
Against. All right. Toastmaster Cynthia, binge watching is good for me. Binge watching is good for me, Toastmaster Cynthia.
Okay, binge watching is something that I really love to do when I'm doing nothing at all. But is it really good for me? It makes me dull. It makes me a couch potato. It makes me want more and more. So it makes me greedy. It makes me defocused. Sometimes, I forget the time and I'm wondering, oh, my daughter's hungry and I need to feed her. Binge watching is something that I love doing, but I doubt it's really good for anybody for that matter, because you just get so involved. You eat, sleep, and start drinking that character, the story, the life, that you forget your own life, you forget what character you're supposed to play, and then you're all over the place or you're nowhere, one of the two. So I feel that it's good to indulge a little bit and to be involved in whatever you were watching. And it was good during times of COVID when you couldn't get out, and that was the only entertainment. But for now, it is important for you to have a balance between binge watching, reading, doing things, moving around, exercising, all of it. So I feel binge watching is not really the most ideal thing to do. I think if you feel that you're binge watching, take a step back, stop, switch off, and meditate. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Cynthia. We have, yes, definitely have options other than binge watching. All right, so that brings an end to the table topics marathon. Very well done, both teams. Before we get to the speech evaluations and announce the winning team, I would request our timer, Toastmaster Mahesh, to tell us how our speakers did on time.
Yeah, so I will start with the worst theme, the quote one. So Toastmaster Manoj took 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and Toastmaster Kalpana took 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So both qualifies. Regarding second theme, for and against, Toastmaster Cyril took 2 minutes, and Toastmaster Sai took 2 minutes and 15 seconds. So both qualifies for that. Regarding abstract theme, Toastmaster Rashmi took 1 minute and 25 seconds. And Toastmaster Suniva took 1 minute and 40 seconds. So both qualifies in that contest. In the abstract round 2, Toastmaster Aditya took 1 minute and 20 seconds, and Toastmaster Mitesh took exact same time, 1 minute and 20 seconds. So both qualifies. And in the last round, for and against, round number 2, Toastmaster Sandhya took 1 minute and 40 seconds, and Toastmaster Bhuvi took 1 minute and 47 seconds. So both qualifies. So congratulations to one and all. Everybody qualifies in all the contest. Over to you, Toastmaster Sandhya.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Mahesh. And it's great news that none of the team members have got disqualified on the basis of time. Toastmaster Avinash, I would like to ask you if you're ready with the evaluations or if you need some time. You ready to go? Okay, great. You can take about 15 minutes to evaluate all the speeches. If you would like the timer to keep time, please let him know.
Yeah, you can just put 13, 14, 13, 14, 15 in the
Okay.
customers.
Toastmaster Mahesh, green card at 13, yellow at 14, and red at 15.
I'll probably finish before that. I just want so
Okay.
that I don't go overboard. Shall I start? Wow, what a way to deliver, and I enjoyed. I was there listening to all of you, and quickly I will share the insights. Before sharing the insights, I would like to tell you a little bit. Can you start the timer, please? Yeah, before starting, I would like to tell you a little bit about the themes, how exactly these work in the IPL. So we saw a mini IPL here, Impromptu Premier League, for which your VP Air is preparing you already. I love the way she is doing it. The only difference will be that both the teams will be speaking on the same topic and one person will not hear the other one. So this was a twist. So I love that. For quote, you need to make sense of the quote and give your opinion and support your opinion with examples and personal stories.
For and against, this is done differently in the IPL section, where someone says flip. So you go from for to against, and then when they say flip again, you go from against to for. Okay, so you go between for and against. But here we chose for or against, so that's great. Abstract. Abstract is whatever you hear and whatever the obvious answer is, you need not say that. You need to say something else apart from what exactly it is, right? So I will tell you how exactly and what I felt on those topics. Let's start with Kalpana. Kalpana beautifully shared about the, how we have to fear the fear itself. And I've seen her speaking. I am mesmerized. Good example with respect to Muhammad Ali, and you shared the what, why, and how of it. What I would have loved for you to do is a specific thing. So you shared about going out at 7 o'clock. Okay. Rather than stating in the third person that, I do that, why don't you live it? You go inside it, and then you share the, oh, I have this fear. So one day I was going out at 7 o'clock, and I felt someone was chasing me or someone was stalking me, something like that, right? And eventually, how did you overcome that? By actually facing that fear. I turned around, nobody was there, and I kept going at 7 o'clock, and that's how I beat my fear. So it's always good to give specific examples so that it can support your opinion with respect to how you can beat fear. Kudos, nice one. Let's go to Manoj. Well done is better than well said. You had a lot of rhetoricals with respect to should we do this, should we do that. You had an example, or personal example of your father taking you and your siblings out, and then you connected it with armed forces. You shared something with respect to skills and knowledge. Okay. Now, what can be improved in this particular thing? It was not about skills and knowledge. It was about action or no action. Okay. Words only, just speaking about it, not exactly doing it. So I would have loved something related to action. Okay. So I say a lot of things, but do I actually, you know, do I actually follow those? So that is something on that particular exam, on that particular opinion, you could have shared an example that, okay, I say a lot of things and we say a lot of things. There was this one time I wanted to, run a marathon maybe, okay, and I kept saying it for 1 year, but I didn't take any action, okay. So something like that. So better, do something rather than say. So it exactly did not match what you said in the thing. Nevertheless, you tried. Thank you so much. Can I see the timer? Can you click the clock? Because I'm not able to see the timer. So, it will directly come at the last moment. So timer, can you just pause, stop? You just click the clock. Okay. Yes. Just, go back. Just check in the show clock box so that I see what time is going on. Okay. Cyril is right here. Okay. And he had the topic against. Okay. Yes. So, yeah, I just, that's okay. So, yeah, fruits count as desserts. He had to say against it. Uh, we all know the diction, the way he speaks about it with all the passion. So it was funny. It was giving a lot of examples and a strong opinion. What I would have loved with respect to, he is not here, I'll say it personally again, that a specific example with respect to starting about, giving more uh, concrete reasons why. Okay. So he had an opinion that, okay, I like this and I want to, work through it. As in, I don't like fruits. I don't like fruits to be called desserts. Dessert is dessert. But it was a lot of repetition with respect to the topic. It was not supporting your argument. So I would have loved more supporting the argument kind of sentences from Cyril. So that is something which I would have loved him to do. Also, there was a false ending. So sometimes we end and people think we have ended, but we still continue. So that is something which we can avoid, at the end. Just have a clear ending at the end. Okay. Let's go to Sai. Sai, the internet is making us stupid. I love the way he cracked this topic, wide open. Your examples were to the T. You shared examples which made a lot of sense. So thank you for it. I would like you to personalize things, right? Rather than saying, okay, let's take an example for that thing. Okay, rather than that, you could have said that, okay, my child or my nephew or someone, he was watching YouTube and I was like, oh, why are you watching it will make you stupid, right? Or my parents said that it will. But then to our surprise, he taught our grandparents how to actually use the mobile phone, right? Okay, using the internet. You see, it is making him smarter, not stupid. And that's so that would have given you more credibility with respect to your example. So nevertheless, you explained it. It was good. I like the example. So kudos. A simple change could help you, right? Let's go to Rashmi. Abstract. Now, the challenge with abstract is that you have to see the word in some different context. Okay. So when you talk about fire, the obvious thing is talking about the fire which is burning. But what if I start talking about I got fired from my job, okay, or someone, right? So you are in abstract, you always go to something which or maybe connect at multiple levels, right? So cold coffee was, you loved cold coffee, summer, winter, everything good, you know, taken. But what can also be done? Cold coffee can be a name of an outlet. Okay, maybe a matchmaking outlet. Because I'm just, thinking out loud. So abstract is not what exactly it means. It can, you have to diversify, you have to connect at multiple levels. So that is something which was missing in the abstract aspect, right? Kudos to you. You did speak on the topic. So good. Let's go to Suniwa, right? Butterfly. Okay. Okay, yeah, she's there, right? So butterfly, you have a very soothing voice. So you were like, okay, like we were listening to a podcast, yeah, so butterfly, and you speaking about it. So good. I love that part. Again, it needs to connect at a different level. So when I hear about butterfly, I hear the butterfly effect. Okay, if one butterfly flaps the wing and somewhere there is a tornado and in the other part of the world, right? Could you connect it with that particular example? So I believe abstract is more about connecting at multiple levels and maybe not taking it as the word. So that is something which was expected, but nevertheless, you did speak on the topic and explained why. Let's go to Mitesh. Santa Claus. Okay, so what is the clause that we are looking for? What is Santa's clause? Okay, be a good boy, right? So you spoke a lot about how you connected to this word Santa Claus. Okay, and in between you also shared about your challenges because of which you couldn't connect or don't know. I would have loved, you speaking about the myth, maybe myth of Santa Claus, or maybe what you don't know about Santa Claus. I don't know about Santa Claus, right? Why do people believe in Santa Claus? You could have just disagreed with the topic and just shared something which is not, Santa Claus. Okay, rather than speaking on Santa Claus, that could also work in abstract. So abstract is not exactly about speaking the same on that particular topic. So I would have loved more with respect to the connection part of it. Also, whenever you share examples or share something, go into the topic. Don't share it as a third person, because when you go into the topic, live the topic, people also start living the topic and have that good imagination. Let's come to Aditya. Popcorn. Awesome way of sharing. Okay, I think yes, Aditya is here, right? So I love the way the take that you took. Okay, I love munching popcorns and seeing people fight. Okay, so that is the favorite pastime. So it started very late. I would have loved that you started with it and you took it somewhere totally different. Sorry, totally different, right? So that is what is expected from abstract topics. You take it from, what is not expected. Popcorn we eat, but what does it signify? Maybe something else. For you, it was a way to enjoy the thrill, or get entertained, and then you take it to the next level. Nevertheless, I loved your take, and it was different. And I saw all the people smiling here, and I'm like, "Ah, ऐसे कैसे बोलते हैं? अरे वाह, very nice," right? So this was nice. So good, very nice. Okay, let's go to Bhuvi. Monday is the best day of the week. Okay, you repeated the topic, you agreed with it, and you belong to people who love to the set of people who love what you do, right? What I would have loved to hear is, what do you do? What is your love? Right? You didn't speak about that. I would, if I want to go on a Monday and do something, okay, people would like to know, okay, kya hai bhai? What? Okay. I would go in on a Monday to an office because maybe the receptionist is looking good, right? So that is my inclination. What is yours? So I would have loved to know what exactly, and then it would have supported your argument. Right now, it was just sharing that, okay, I am a Sagittarius. It was not strong enough for people to believe. And believe me, people, the contest chair also said that, okay, really I would want to know whether you believe in it or not, right? So that statement wouldn't have come if the examples were strong enough. So that is something which you can work on. Good trick, right? And last but not the least, Cynthia, against you went against binge watching is good for me. And I love the neutral way in which you took, right? So you didn't deny that, okay, I don't binge watch. That's the best part of it. Okay, in flip, you always have somewhere that you agree and then you disagree on certain aspects. You don't totally agree or disagree, and that's you have got that skill. So good. uh, so you said that you binge watch, but it is not good for you. I would have loved to hear more about the adverse effects. Maybe when you binge watch, you did share a glimpse of it, but take it to the extreme. In mobile, I was, the wrappers were here, put everywhere, and the utensils were lying, and I was so give them the extreme flavor of what binge watching can do, right? When you go to the theater and they tell about smoking, they show you the worst things, right? Okay, aapka muh fat jayega, as in, all those things, right? So show the adverse effects of it, and then say that, okay, it is not good for me, not only me, not for anyone, right? So that is something which you can do. But nice, you did have that neutral thing, which I loved. So all in all, I believe each and every one of you has this innate desire to succeed, and all of you did the justice to the topics that you had. With a little bit of more preparation, I believe that whenever I have to work on topics, I listen to the topic, I try to understand the underlying meaning of the topic, then I agree or disagree with the topic. If I'm not already forced to do it in for and against, I agree or disagree, I relate to the topic somehow, but then I give an example from my life living it. Okay, so that the other day I was shopping in the mall and this happened. Okay, and then I derive something out of it and give a life lesson or a takeaway for the audience. This is something which you can do. So keep on practicing, but try to give live examples that will help your case much more with respect to doing justice to table topics. And IPL has a lot of formats. You saw only 3 formats, but there are a lot of formats. Okay, so I believe your VPN will apprise you with all those things in future. So thank you for having me. I hope you got something out of it, and and if I can help in any way, do let me know. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Sandhya. So I finished on yellow card, right? So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Avinash, for that wonderful evaluation. I am very sure that each of the speakers got a lot to learn from your evaluations. And I must say that although this was introduced as a competition, it was more from a learning perspective. And a number of members here, a number of participants who are here tonight are new to BKC Fireflies and new to Toastmasters. In fact, some of them are participating in table topics for the first time. For example, Toastmaster Suniva, this was her first attempt for table topics. So kudos to each one of you for showing that courage to come and participate and not let the audience know at all that you are a novice when it comes to table topics. And thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Avinash, again for kindly agreeing to do this evaluation and for giving us so many tips on how one can improve on their table topics. And I'm sure that the contest that we shall have on Sunday, all the members here are going to benefit a lot from that. And for those who are not members of BKC Fireflies, Toastmaster Kalpana, Toastmaster Mitesh, Avinash, please do come witness the contest on Sunday. It's at 10:30 a.m. I'm sure the presiding officer will have more to say about that. On that note, I am going to hand it over to the presiding officer. He also has the results, and he will also tell you how we decided on the result. But at the same time, I must also tell you that please take it in a light-hearted manner. It wasn't really a competition as such. As I said, this was more from the perspective of letting everyone get introduced to table topics and at the same time have fun with the entire process. And I hope that all of you did have that fun. Over to you, presiding officer.
Thank you very much, Sandhya. This was a wonderfully conducted table topics marathon. I haven't had so much fun with table topics in a long, long, long time. I can see that one of the team captains is ready to rock and roll. She's has her handbag on her shoulder. She's ready to go out, get out of the office and hit the road. So let me quickly announce the results before that happens. The winner of the contest is Bhuvi's team. And let me spotlight Bhuvi alongside me. Oh, actually, let me get out of the spotlight. This is Bhuvi's moment. Yes, so the people who did not participate in the contest voted, and they chose Bhuvi's team as the winning team. And while that is happening, while we were giving speeches and getting nervous and wondering what our topic is going to be, it was the people behind the scenes who were judging us and helping us decide which team was the best team, and that team turned out to be Bhuvi's team. Bhuvi, any words from you to share before you step out and start commuting?
So I will first of all like to thank all the team members, all my team members, who did an absolutely wonderful job.
Wait, let me interrupt you. Let me interrupt you, Bhuvi. I'm going to throw a little bit of a challenge to you. You have to stop not thanking us, but congratulating the other team. Like in sports contests, if you listen to the World Cup, the winning team always says, here's the good things that the other team did. So your challenge is to say that, to say what Cynthia did well and what you learned from them.
Sure. All right. Okay. So, okay, I'll jump into that, but I'll just complete what I was saying. So first of all, congratulations to the team members of my team. They were all a very good bunch, and they really stood up to the task of speaking impromptu. But not the least, honestly, even when, Sai, you as the presiding officer was about to announce the results, I was actually thinking about all the team members from Cynthia's team who did such a brilliant job on their table topics as well. Special point outs. I loved Cyril's speech. I loved Aditya's speech. I loved Cynthia's speech. I loved Manoj's speech as well, who all brought in such interesting, insights and on the spur of the moment. So I'm very sure I don't know the scores, but even without seeing the scores, I believe it was a very close contest. And congratulations to all the participants, as even the Table Topics Master Sandhya mentioned, that this was a learning opportunity. And even from the evaluations, I know I am taking back some very interesting points. I'm sure the rest of the team is as well, which will help us be a lot better for Sunday's competition. So thank you.
Thank you and congratulations once again, winning captain, Cynthia. We'll have more marathons, and I'm sure you'll have a different team with a different outcome next time.
I still don't want a different team. I still want my team because I loved the way they participated, and they are I still will want them. I think they are great.
Oh, it might happen that they don't want you. Have you thought of that? They were like, you know what? I want to go with the
Oh,
winning team. I want to go with the winning team. I want to go with the no. I'm sure they will enjoy this contest once again if we ever get to have it again. That said, let me see if and let me point out a few things that I really noticed while this contest was underway. More cameras were on during the contest than any other time at a BKCFF meeting. Most of the time, people's cameras are off, and there's only me and a couple of other people whose cameras are on. But this time, everybody wanted to be on camera. Everybody wanted to be on spotlight. I like that. I like the energy. I like the positivity. I also enjoyed some of the responses that people gave to the topics given to them. Some topics were a curveball. I mean, let me be very clear on this, that these are topics you could plausibly expect in the actual contest itself. Maybe not our contest, because obviously Sandhya is also the contest chair, so she won't repeat the contest topics. But I can imagine things like fruit is not dessert as a contest topic. Why not, right? And things like popcorn or whatever else that Sandhya came up with. I think these are sufficiently challenging. So if you did well, if you were able to live in the moment and give a response during this meeting, you are well prepared and you're already on your way to becoming adept at speaking impromptu. So you can take this back with you. Things like butterfly. I mean, nobody thinks about butterflies, but Suniva did, and she had to respond. Cold coffee. How do you have an abstract thought about cold coffee? I mean, the only thing you can say is I like cold coffee, and cold coffee can have it any time of the year. But Rashmi did something with it. She ran with it. She did well with it. And I think that speaks volumes about the kind of commitment that we all showed to this Table Topics Marathon, even though it was just a contest between friends and co-club members. I also want to mention a few other people who are guests who did really well. Manoj, your story about being an army brat, maybe not a brat, but army kid who had to wake up in the morning to go running. I think I'm going to start doing that to my son. I think he's 3 years old. He's ready to start running. I think it's probably something. I'm not an army dad myself, but I think it'll be good for him to know that he needs to get up and start moving at the crack of dawn. Mitesh, your story before the contest started about losing $500 to a loan, that struck a chord. I think a lot of us have experiences like that. So thank you so much for participating in such a positive way. Kalpana, I cannot ever imagine a person who seems and speaks so bravely has any fear about being out of the house after 7. This is...
In fact, I'm scared after 5 o'clock.
Oh, you embellished a little. You said
I just, I have overcome it, the whole thing to a great extent, but believe me, I thought it would be so childish to say that I don't like to step out of the house after 5.
Is it stepping
I've
out?
overcome it, now at least up to later 8:39, if someone says, okay, that's okay, I'm ready to peep outside or go outside.
I have a lot of follow-up questions, but I want to have at least one thing clarified. Is this being outside after 5 or 7 or whatever time is still bothersome to you? Is it being outside by yourself, or even with family and friends, you'd still not be comfortable going out?
No, with family and friends, I have no issues. But even if there is an emergency, I have to mentally prepare myself that it's all right. It's all right. Step out. There are lakhs and millions of people out there. At one point of time, I was in Mumbai, and at that time, we did not have this digital era. And I was supposed to go to ATM to withdraw the money. I was living in Lokhandwala, and to go to Andheri station. Near the station, there was an ATM of ICICI Bank. At 7 or 7:30, I'm just in my balcony watching the crowd and refusing to go out. I had not a single penny in my house.
This needs to be nice.
Till my family, my daughter was with me, and she just, shook me and said, just look, there are people on the streets and they are going about doing their job. There is no demon outside.
Unbelievable. I mean, and I don't mean to be disrespectful about your phobias and fears. I mean, it's totally normal that you have fears like whatever you have, but it's still, I can't fathom it. I mean, I have, for example...
No, Actually, what has happened when I was a child, I was constantly told that you have to be inside the house by 5. There are demons and devils, and you're a woman and you're a girl. I'm not saying it. It was not meant in a bad way at that time when I was growing up. They just wanted some discipline put into me. But I never realized that in fertile, imaginative mind will actually cook up a demon.
You know what you should do? You should be like J.K. Rowling. You convert your life story into books, sell them, become a billionaire, hire a security team, and go out at any time you want. That's what the outcome should be. Instead of living your fear, embrace it and use it to further yourself, further your career.
I don't go to birthday parties that are celebrated at 7 o'clock if I'm supposed to travel alone.
Oh my goodness.
I give them so many reasons why I can't attend it.
So now we know if you have a Toastmasters meeting after 7 in I think you're in Delhi, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm right now, yes, I'm in Gurgaon actually, but yeah.
Yeah.
But I have overcome. I think Sandhya has raised her hand.
Sorry, Sandhya. This was very
I
interesting.
just want to say that I'm just glad that this meeting is online.
Yes.
No,
So
I
Kalpana is
manage.
here.
No, I manage. But as I said, I sweat buckets. And I tell myself it is nothing but my mind cooking up all the scenarios. But holding on to it, of 3 days or 3 nights, I have sleepless nights. I avoid any training assignments that I get in Noida. I check it out. I check it out. I check it out.
No,
Keep the client on hold till I overcome that fear phobia of mine. And then I keep noting things. Okay, the Delhi market is on. I'm crossing Delhi. People are about. I'll reach home. I don't know. It's terrible, but honestly, I have overcome it, and only in last 5 to 7 years.
So I just want to point out, Cyril, that you have a kid at home.
Yeah.
Using tricks like there's a demon outside, because you can see the results of that kind of disciplining and controlling kids, the effect that can have even decades in the future. Cyril, even Sandhya and myself, we have the same thing to think about, that we shouldn't be disciplining our kids with stories about demons and scary things which will come and bite them or something. So let's not do that, because kids have an imagination and sort of can take root. So let's remember that.
You won't believe it. I mean, I'm not even afraid of ghosts. It happened to me, a practical, real experience of a ghost.
Kalpana, I'm going to take that story the next
And I told it to get lost, but I can't move out if it is nighttime. That is the paradox of my
All
life.
right, we're going to listen to that story the next time we have table topics about love. Let's see. Do we have anybody else? Mitesh, any final words? Otherwise, we can probably wind down this meeting. As a guest, I don't think we've had a chance to hear from you. Mahesh, let's do that. Let's give Mahesh a challenging topic. Mahesh, are you able to do table topics with us? Because you haven't been able to speak at all. Right. He's smiling. So yes, he's ready for a table topic. So, Sandhya, do you have any free topics that you can share with us?
Sure, I will let Mahesh choose a theme that he wants to. Choose between a quote, abstract, for or against, Mahesh. Which one would you like to attempt?
I will go with for or against theme.
For or against. Okay, great. But let me, okay, I will add a small twist to that since you chose for or against. You will have to speak both for and against the topic. All right. Toastmaster Sai, can you keep the time? So maybe for 1 minute, Toastmaster Mahesh will speak for, and then the next minute he will have to speak against the topic. Right. All right. Toastmaster Mahesh. Money brings happiness. Money brings happiness, Toastmaster Mahesh.
Yeah, thank you very much for such an interesting topic. And I'm lucky that I can speak for and against. So time is not a constraint. It will overshoot, I am sure. So money brings happiness is true in some respect. If your basic needs are satisfied, like home, shelter, food, and clothing, then afterwards, money is not that much important. So money brings happiness till the basic needs are satisfied. And once the basic needs are satisfied, then extra money may not bring that much happiness. So after that extent, you need more friends, respect, and social gatherings. So that will contribute more to the happiness rather than the money. So there are two aspects. One is till the basic needs are satisfied, and once the basic needs are satisfied, what is more important, money or other aspects? So we should be very, very cautious in our life when we run after the money, because so many people work very hard to earn money, but they lose their health, they lose their friends, they lose the social connections, and after retirement, they feel so much isolated. So we should not run after money at the cost of health, friends, social connections, because I have seen so much live examples in my
Toastmaster
life.
Mahesh, you can now switch to speaking for the topic.
Now, basically, it was a combined thoughts I have shared. So that's all from my side. Means it was combined thoughts for and against.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Mahesh.
That works. As long as you got to speak for 2 minutes and you're able to express your thoughts. That's why we are. The specifics of speaking for or against are not important. Getting out there, getting comfortable, being on the spotlight is the reason we're here and here to grow. Thank you everyone for attending meeting number 132 of BKC Fireflies. I now declare the meeting closed, and I declare that our recording has been stopped.